3M combat earplug lawsuits to proceed. Judge rules. Despite bankruptcy case, Reuters. 3M Company must face more than 230,000 lawsuits accusing it of selling defective earplugs to the U.S. military. After a U.S. judge on Friday ruled that the bankruptcy of a subsidiary did not stop lawsuits against the non-bankrupt parent company. August 26, Reuters. 3M Company must face more than 230,000 lawsuits accusing it of selling defective earplugs to the U.S. military. After a U.S. judge on Friday ruled that the bankruptcy of a subsidiary die. Plus 3602 Chars. Virtual rapper FN Mecca signed by Capitol and then dropped within days after backlash. Hip Hop DX. Null. Your browser isn't supported anymore. Update it to get the best YouTube experience and our latest features. Learn more. Remind me later. DeSantis removes Broward School Board officials after Parkland report, The Washington Post. The Florida governor's suspension of the officials was praised by the families of victims of school violence, but also sparked accusations of overreach. Comment on this story. Florida Gov. Ron DeSantis suspended 4 elected school board members on Friday, after a grand jury found that they had acted with negligence and incompetence in implementing plus 3866 Chars. Detransitioner says he was brainwashed into having gender reassignment surgery by woke doctors. Daily Mail. Shapeshifter. 32. Was born male. Transitioned to female but then reverted back. The surgeries have left him without a penis and without a working vagina also. A detransitioner has told how he was brainwashed into having gender reassignment surgery after believing himself to be a woman trapped in the wrong body. Going by the name Shapeshifter. The 32-ye. Plus 18159 Chars. NASA prepares to launch Artemis 1. ABC News. Null. Your browser isn't supported anymore. Update it to get the best YouTube experience and our latest features. Learn more. Remind me later. Twitter reacts to Demetrius Johnson's Nico of Adriano Moraes, MMA junkie. Check out the reaction to Demetrius Johnson's knockout of Adriano Moraes at 1 on Prime Video 1. Demetrius Johnson blasts Adriano Moraes with a nasty flying knee. He's now the new One Championship flyweight champion. DJ is the man. Unfortunately, one of the most underappreciated fighters. If. Plus 121 Chars. Pac-Man World Re-Pac. Official launch trailer, IGN. Pac-Man World Re-Pac. The remaster of the 3D platforming game Pac-Man World. Is available now on PlayStation 5. PlayStation 4. Xbox Series X, S. Xbox One. PC. Null. Kevin O'Leary. Quiet quitting is the dumbest idea I've ever heard. CNBC Television. Null. Your browser isn't supported anymore. Update it to get the best YouTube experience and our latest features. Learn more. Remind me later. Fans flee Wiz Khalifa show at Ruoff mid-concert amid reports of disturbance. Indie Star. The Wiz Khalifa performance at Ruoff Music Center in Noblesville abruptly ended Friday evening as people began fleeing the venue. The Wiz Khalifa performance at Ruoff Music Center in Noblesville abruptly ended around 10:30 p.m. Friday as people began fleeing the venue. Some of them shouted about a possible shooting. But a Noble +879 Chars. Seahawks name Geno Smith the starter. NBC Sports. Seahawks coach Pete Carroll buried the lead Friday night. Carroll was almost 2 minutes into his opening statement in his post-game news conference when he announced Geno Smith has won the starting quarterback job. Smith will start the season opener when form. Seahawks coach Pete Carroll buried the lead Friday night. Carroll was almost 2 minutes into his opening statement in his post-game news conference when he announced Geno Smith has won the starting +1502 Chars. Recently discovered molecule kills hard-to-treat cancers, SciTech Daily. The new compound called ERX41 kills a broad spectrum of hard-to-treat cancers. A new molecule created by a researcher at the University of Texas at Dallas kills a variety of difficult-to-treat cancers, including triple-negative breast cancer, by taking Advan. By University of Texas at Dallas August 26, 2022. The study was carried out in isolated cells, in human cancer tissue, and in human cancers grown in mice. The new compound called ERX41 kills a broad +5835 Chars. Scientists just genetically edited 1 million years of evolution into mouse DNA. Science alert. Changing the number of chromosomes an animal has can take millions of generations to happen in nature through the course of evolution, and now, scientists have been able to make these same changes in lab mice in a relative blink of an eye. Changing the number of chromosomes an animal has can take millions of generations to happen in nature through the course of evolution, and now, scientists have been able to make these same changes in +3813 Chars. Seahawks name Geno Smith the starter. NBC Sports. Seahawks coach Pete Carroll buried the lead Friday night. Carroll was almost 2 minutes into his opening statement in his post-game news conference when he announced Geno Smith has won the starting quarterback job. Smith will start the season opener when form. Seahawks coach Pete Carroll buried the lead Friday night. Carroll was almost 2 minutes into his opening statement in his post-game news conference when he announced Geno Smith has won the starting +1502 Chars. NVIDIA CEO confirms exciting new next-generation GeForce RTX 40 GPUs inbound. Unveil hinted for late September, WCCF Tech. During its latest earnings call, NVIDIA's CEO confirmed that their next-generation GPUs, the GeForce RTX 40 series, are coming real soon. During its earnings call for Q2 FY 2023, NVIDIA's CEO confirmed that their next-generation GPUs, the GeForce RTX 40 series, are coming real soon. NVIDIA's second quarter this year has been brutal. Why? +2892 Chars. Wall Street Week full show August 26, 2022. Bloomberg Markets and Finance. On this edition of Wall Street Week, Liz Ann Sonders, Charles Schwab Chief Investment Strategist, and Peter Krause, Aperture Investors Chairman, CEO and former Al. Null. CM Punk doesn't know what's going on with his surgically repaired foot. Cageside Seats. CM Punk searches for answers about his foot injury in exclusive backstage footage from the trainer's room following his shocking World Championship loss against Jon Moxley. On tonight's August 26 episode of Rampage, Tony Khan promised exclusive backstage footage of CM Punk following his shocking world title loss to Jon Moxley earlier this week on Dynamite. Punk quickly L+761 Chars. Documents at Mar-a-Lago could compromise human intelligence sources. Affidavit says. The New York Times. The search of former President Donald J. Trump's Florida home was spurred by the discovery that he had kept classified material related to the use of human sources in intelligence gathering. By June, the conflict was coming to a head. His lead lawyers in the case met on June 3 with Mr. Bratt, the chief of the counter-espionage section of the National Security Division at the Justice Department. +1672 Chars. Some dogs are dying from it. Vets urge caution for dogs experiencing severe cases of pneumonia. WRAL News. Doctors are still trying to figure out how a severe case of pneumonia is affecting dogs. By Leslie Marino. WRAL reporter. Raleigh, NC. There is a mysterious and severe case of pneumonia affecting dogs. And some veterinarians are already seeing it in Raleigh. It's impacting how vets are. +1957 Chars. 82-foot-long dinosaur skeleton found in man's backyard in Portugal, New York Post. An international team of researchers has unearthed a skeleton possibly belonging to a sauropod dinosaur measuring 39 feet in height and 82 feet in length, which would make it the largest ever found. A man doing construction work in his backyard in Portugal unearthed fossilized bones, which have now been identified as the skeleton of an 82-foot-long dinosaur, possibly the largest ever found in E. +2324 Chars. Aaron Judge 49th homer. Gerrit Cole gem lift Yankees over A's for fifth straight win. New York Post. The Yankees used a 3-run homer from Aaron Judge and then held on to win their fifth straight game, beating the Athletics 3-2 on Friday night. Oakland. Caliph. Aaron Judge got to the brink of 50 homers on Friday night, but that's not what he was interested in after the Yankees' 3-2 win over the As. It's just another number, Judge said of his 4+3687 Chars. The Last of Us Part 1 will use dual sense in a completely new way. IGN Daily Fix, IGN. In today's Daily Fix, The Last of Us Part 1 will allow players to use the dual sense to play in ways it's never been done before. A report early today on Amaz. Null. LAPD issues alert over TikTok challenge encouraging vehicle thefts, KTLA5. The Los Angeles Police Department has issued a community alert over a TikTok challenge that encourages the theft of Kia and Hyundai vehicles. Shelby Nelson Re. Null. Roman Reigns issues a ruthless guarantee to Drew McIntyre. SmackDown, August 26, 2022. WWE Null. Mariners sign star rookie Julio Rodriguez to long-term contract extension, CBS Sports. Rodriguez is locked up through 2034 and the deal could run through 2039. The Seattle Mariners and All-Star rookie outfielder Julio Rodriguez have signed a long-term extension that could be one of the largest contracts in Major League Baseball history. The Mariners announce +2022 Chars. A child has monkeypox in New York City. Officials say. The New York Times. Federal officials are cautiously optimistic as monkeypox cases decline. Even as health officials announced the first pediatric case in New York City. This is a 2-dose vaccine, she said. And it's important to receive the second dose. Some cities had been holding back second doses because they had too few doses to go around. Largely because the Fay. Plus 1246 CHARS. Artemis I path to the pad. Roll to the pad. NASA. Before our Space Launch System. SLS. Rocket and Orion spacecraft can launch our nation into a new era of spaceflight. The duo must first undergo a wet dress. Null. Mariners sign star rookie Julio Rodriguez to long-term contract extension, CBS Sports. Rodriguez is locked up through 2034 and the deal could run through 2039. The Seattle Mariners and All-Star rookie outfielder Julio Rodriguez have signed a long-term extension that could be one of the largest contracts in Major League Baseball history. The Mariners announce plus 2022 CHARS. PS5 price increase has some Japanese players praying for PC port of Final Fantasy XVI Push Square. Plenty ponder whether they'll ever play it now. Final Fantasy XVI is one of the most anticipated games in Japan. But there's a problem: fans can't find a PS5 to play it on. And the Blu-ray model's price has just increased by 10,498 yen. $76. As reported. Plus 1248 CHARS.